That was a total shift for you. I did want to, before we leave this era, I did want to tell one story because you're the only person I would feel comfortable telling this story to, which is, so not that I had anything to do of the shift to the Pretty Odd sound, but I was there in the early days when demos were being cut and songs were being recorded. And it was a lot more like Fever, it was a lot more of that kind of theatrical, I don't know, circus alt, whatever it was. Yeah. It was like, it still had this, Danny Elfman kind of vibe to it. And I remember hearing some of those early songs. And then I had gone to go see this movie with my friend, Peter. He took me to this film Once, which is a very well-known movie. And I was really moved by it. And I remember I told you, and I think we all got to go. I think it was me, you, not Ryan. It was me, you, Spencer, and Brendan. I don't think Ryan was able to go. At least that's how I remember it. Is that how, am I remembering correctly? It's all three of us? I mean, all four of us?
Sure.
Okay. So I take them to go see the movie Once, and it is a very stripped down movie about the song being the most important thing, the artistry behind the music, and not really writing for anything other than the feeling of the music. And I just remember leaving that experience. We saw it in ArcLight. And I remember the band having this general feeling after the movie was happening. Not that I had anything to do with it, because there was other things going on, but it was like we need to switch gears. We need to go in a different direction. And so I've always held on to that as a memory that I'm like, I helped change the direction of the band, but I know I didn't. But there was a flip of the switch because things were going in a similar direction as they were. And those are referred to something that you've talked about, I think, before, those demos, right? That are unreleased. Aren't they called something?
So it was kind of like a concept album. It was tentatively titled Cricket and Clover.
Cricket and Clover. That's the one that you've joked about on your socials that people lose their minds on when you say,
I didn't joke about it. I genuinely was excited because I thought the songs were lost, and then my father-in-law had ended up keeping a CD with all those demos on it.
Really?
And so when I found it, I was like so excited because, I mean, there's some really cool stuff on there. And again, it's not necessarily pop music. It's definitely more of like a theatrical kind of.
I remember it. I heard some of the songs back then. Yeah.
Some of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I was just kind of like overzealously tweeted like, oh my God, I found these. But
so you weren't joking. You were literally happy and excited that you found it. But
I was happy and excited, but then like quickly realized how quickly realized that, unless the band agrees to it,
you can't do anything. The enthusiasm was there. It was like, yay. And then you realized, oh, this is going to be embroiled in like a legal discussion about who can hear this song.
Right. I mean, I never assumed I would release them myself, but I guess I was tweeting it to hope that someone knew that they still existed if they ever wanted to release them somehow.
Yeah.